Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's live stream. I should control something. I need to update my map. Uh, oh, great. I'm just gonna. There we go. I think that works. Yeah, that should work. Anyways, let's start today's live stream. Talking about Wisco or whiskey or whiskey. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's definitely. Uh, Let me just say something in the chat. Really? Okay. What if civilization started over in Europe? Pin message. Oh, I will. But we're gonna continue this, and if y'all have any questions, y'all can say it or whatever. But like, yeah. First off, we're gonna begin global military rankings and what happened based off over here. Because as you can tell, southern China didn't really get that much punishment compared to the northern Chinese. And which is true, very, very true. But here here's the from the World War II or previous before, like basically when France kind of fell off when they started dying, basically. So yeah, this is what they used to look like. Why is it? Why? Why is it doing this? Okay, so if I did this, but if I did, I'm confused. Why is it doing this? Anyways, island. You know what? We're gonna head to the religion. Oh, that's why, because they're all the way up here. That's why. But yeah, as you can tell, this is basically what they used to look like. Just highlight all of their country, copy, and paste. Or we just need to put that there, and this is what they used to look like. They they used to be a whole lot bigger, and as you can tell, they even got a little bit of land down right there. And this is what they look like now. This is what they used to look like. So yeah, um, they're quite a lot bigger. Hello. I'm just going over the world map and talking about the series and stuff like that. There's gonna be no scenarios happening, but yeah. We're also just gonna pull up this map up real quick. I'm just gonna pull off the alliance layer. There we go. But this is what Greece and China used to look like. And if they had united in this timeline like that, and like copy and paste to this right here, they would have been a very powerful country for sure. Because, like, look, this is what China used to control. North China used to control this, but now they only control this much, sadly. But just to close out all the other ones, and we're gonna go take a look at the world map, and we're gonna copy and paste some stuff over here. Okay, there we go. I made it to where y'all can kind of see what I have going on up here. So yeah, this is what we have looking like in the regular world. My glasses. Okay, there we go. This is what we have it looking like in the real world, like in our world. And we're just gonna copy and paste some countries. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna unpin. Okay, there we go. Copy, paste. And this is what Korea looks like in this world. And we also gotta include their puppet state. Forgot. Okay, there we go. And this is what they look like. A very large country, not a whole lot anything else going on. But they also have quite a bit of population if it existed in real life. For example, they control a lot of Alaska, a lot of the region all the way up here for where the U.S. is. So yeah, they control quite a bit. But we're gonna undo everything. And what if we do Greece? All right. This is what they look like in Europe. Not a whole lot going on, but they control all of Turkey and Greece, and a few other countries that they easily could take over. For example, if like they randomly went to war with Bulgaria, and then they went to war with Serbia, I guess, but there wouldn't be a whole lot to do over here for them. Because if they just keep invading at some certain point, they just look like the Byzantiums or um, the Byzantines. Because this is what they would probably invade. Yeah. And then they might invade into Romania, but I don't think they would get that far. And then we gotta talk about their colony in the Americas, because they don't have a colony in the all the way over here anymore, which they used to have one, which was uh, like uh, like that big, including some of their own borders, which they controlled like that much. Which we could definitely pull up. Let me just show this with y'all. Nope, wrong one. Uh, there we go. We could just highlight, copy, and paste. This is what they used to control. So yeah, it's a lot more than what they would control now, as they would be a very wide country if they controlled all of that. And you also got to include how much they controlled further south in the African region. And now over here into the Americas, the Brazilian regions, those are mostly just like that is mostly just Amazon rainforest, so they could probably easily annex this. And this would probably go to Uruguay, if I'm being honest. Like they're they're not really that stable anymore because their capital was taken over. Along with Paraguay, by the way. Like look, they control their capital. So yeah, that it wouldn't really go well for them in real life. And then we gotta move on to I'm gonna keep this open. Keep it open for now. But then we're gonna go ahead and take a look at Russia. Why not? Why not Russia? As real life Russia spans a very wide region, though they to the Russian Empire collapse along with the Soviet Union collapse, they don't control much of Central Asia anymore, though they are very good friends with much of the Central Asian regions. For example, Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Turkmenistan, maybe Tajikistan, but I think Kyrgyzstan is closer to China rather than Russia. I don't know much about those relationships between them, but I do know that there's a region all the way over here that is controlled by the Russians. So there is that. Oh, I meant all of that. Thank you. So they would control around this much of Russia, which would instantly kill most of their nation. And they could easily take over Belarus, maybe Ukraine, but I highly doubt that. Because they would probably instantly try to join NATO soon as this appears. In the Karelia region, that's what it's called, Karelia. Or whatever. Crap, I forgot. But this peninsula all the way up here would go over to Finland, because I highly doubt that Norway would get any of it. And they control a lot of. Okay, thank you. There we go. Because they control a lot of Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan. They control this region, which they did have access beforehand, but now they don't. Kazakhstan, they lost most of their financial regions, I believe. And I think Russia would definitely try to. It's a little difficult. I think they might go after the Caucasian region, and then some of the other areas that Russia controls. A little bit more over here, but there's a chance that they may control a little bit over here, expand over here, and then just make it their puppet state. Because they might just go that far and they might call it good. And by that time, they're the third biggest nation, and the USA moved up to second place. So yeah, there is that part. And then we gotta move on to um Thailand. Let's do Thailand. Holy. I never really realized how big they would be. Well, obviously I did, but like compared to real life, like they control a lot of regions. They would probably have like 500 million population. So yeah, Indonesia is like barely alive as Indonesia like controls this left. As this eastern Papua region would probably unite with the western region of Papua. This other area would probably unite with the Borneo region or unite with Brunei or something like that. Because at this point, they don't have much of a choice as, like, look, it's just this much, that much. And yeah, Malaysia and Indonesia barely exist. Vietnam did get affected by it a little bit. Thailand, like that right there, the orange highlighted areas. Cambodia got affected. Laos got heavily affected as their capital is like underneath that region, along with Bangladesh. So I imagine they would probably fall, and India would probably cede that territory right there. There's a possibility, but we're gonna move on to Ethiopia. Not a interesting country in this timeline, but interesting enough where they are a lot bigger the real compared to the real Ethiopia, as this Ethiopia only controls this much, and yeah, they would capitulate a lot of countries. For example, they would instantly, since there's borders here, I'm just gonna go South Sudan, Kenya, Uganda, probably the rest of the Ethiopian regions, and then Somalia. Because all these capitals are mostly taken over, and either that or they've been crippled enough where they just can't deal with it anything anymore, and the rest of this would just become this. Yeah, that would be a very massive country in the real world, and that would vast a very high amount. So yeah, just come on, one undo, come on, thank you. And I think it's time we finally do Prussia or Poland. Copy and paste, as they're basically the German Reich. Yeah, I said it. They're basically the German Reich, as they control much of Germany, stuff like that, and it gets very frantic with Germany. As this, since it's a different Germany, they could easily just go again. Since there's actual borders here, like black outlined borders, they would instantly capitulate Belgium, uh, our Germany, Austria, Czechia, Slovakia, Poland, which that's where the capital is, in Poland, all the way up here, which is right there, right over here. And then they would probably invade the rest of these regions. And yeah, Finland's taken over. And then they would probably go after Switzerland, Liechtenstein, Slovenia, Croatia, Hungary. And then after all that, they would go after France, Andorra. By the way, France would surrender within 7 hours. And then Italy. So yeah, all of these regions would definitely fall over. And also these regions over here. The USA would definitely not like this. They would go ham for someone taking over their territory. So they would invade into back into the New York areas, and all of this would just become USA. Yeah. Also, their African territories. Since there's a bunch of weak African countries in these regions, I would definitely say that they would go after Equatorial Guinea, Cameroon, Chad, South Sudan, Congo, and then TRC, Uganda, Rwanda, Burundi, and then maybe Niger, Benin, Togo, Ghana, Burkina Faso, Ivory Coast, and then finally Nigeria. So yeah, they would take a huge advantage of these territories as yeah, these countries are extremely unstable. Okay, now focusing on to an important country, England. I know it's probably not what y'all were hoping for, but we're going down the list or up the list. I don't know either one. As this is basically just the English Empire rather than the British Empire. As Scotland would become independent, Northern Ireland, and Ireland would unite and have their new capital placed like in Northern Ireland, or like they would have the Celtic Empire appear. But they would definitely see this as competition, and if we just highlight the Scottish Empire, you can definitely see some resemblance over here. Yeah, as they're basically like the brother nations in whiskey or whiskey, but they are definitely like the brother nations and stuff like that. But yeah, they would definitely have not a huge colony, but a far American based colony, as they control mostly just Maine. And then we got New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, Quebec along here, maybe Ontario over here, but yeah. Then we just got the southern Baja Californian state, and then Argentina and Chile, and conflict down here is just resolved. So yeah, there is that. Um, Greenland. This one is simple, just like Greenland with this territory all the way up here. So yeah, that's just Greenland with expansion. Now, a different huge country. Though they do not take much advantage of their territories, it is definitely a huge expansion for them. As the USA would completely fall, in my opinion, because like if the French Empire had like most of the modern day technology, the world is just cooked. They're gone. They're gone, in my opinion. As they would go after the USA, which would finally prove why the USA needed to live, stuff like that. And they would control Hawaii at first, like France probably wouldn't even realize what the important is until finally had some. There's a bunch of military bases there, so they would definitely use that to their advantage. They would annex Mexico, and then finally to complete their Northern American empire, they would go after Canada. So yeah, um, they would definitely see like all these countries. There would be a lot of hate because like France controls all of this. Also, they're a puppet state. We gotta include them. They're a puppet state like right there, and then Spain is basically crippled. So Spain would be gone, and then would follow with Portugal, and then we finally have the rest of France probably falling right here, there, and there, and then we got Belgium, the the Luxembourgs. Sorry about that, but France would definitely see this as a huge conquest. Switzerland, Italy, Germany, even, and by that time the world is just gone, as they would definitely like unite their claims all the way down the peninsula, down over here, or like down this area. Hey, Ducky. Uh, France would definitely just rule the modern day world. Like it's not even a single question or whatsoever. But I'm just gonna revert the entire world real quick. Okay, the world's back to normal. And I wonder what other country I should pick. We already did Greece, Russia, Poland, the English, the British Isles, the French, the Koreans, the Chinese Union, the Thais, and that's kind of all we've done. Oh, if you're confused about like what I'm doing, it's like comparing the WISCE world, whatever civilization started over in Europe, into the real world. So yeah, because like if Russia existed, this puts that there. A lot of countries would disappear. France, even including that colony, the USA, definitely a very powerful country in this world. Like if they had their nuclear technology, which this world still hasn't gone to, they would still be very powerful, including without their thing up there. Kind of, but like I'm comparing my world compared to the real life, compared to our world, basically. Like India. What the heck? Copy and then paste. India, a lot more powerful in this world because like northern and southern India are split. But we also got to talk about power rankings. Um, just bring in the text right there. Size it up for y'all. Right there. Basically, that's basically what civilization started over is. So I think France would be in first place for sure. And then we got second place, which would be Korea. Third place would be Poland. Poland. And fourth place. Ooh, this one's a little bit more difficult. I want to say it would be like Russia or Greece because Greece is still very powerful. So Greece, Greece, and then we finally got Russia, and then we finally get England, and then there would be a huge gap between the two, like there, and then finally we get seventh place, which would probably be Iran, because they're a very powerful country in this timeline. Eighth place, probably Northern India. Wait, we never talked about like Central Asia. Ooh. Actually, I think they would be in seventh place because they don't have a lot of stability areas for themselves, like because they don't have much stability in their own country. Though they do have a lot of population and army, which is why their country is so highly ranked. So, Central Asia, then eighth place. This would probably be go over to hmm, Thailand, maybe, because they got such a monopoly over their regions. Ninth place would go over to Iran, finally, and then 10th place would go over to Saudi Arabia. 11th place would go over to Scotland, maybe. Hello. 12th place, um, Egypt, I want to say. 13th, make it sized up a little bit for y'all. Right there. 13th place. Um, Probably Northern India. Because they're united and stuff like that. Northern India. Hello. 14th. I wanna say Florida or like Romania. Congratulations to Ducky and we don't have a Bulgaria in this timeline yet. Ooh, spoilers. But we don't have a Bulgaria in this one. Vietnam, 15th would go over to, I want to say Ethiopia. Then finally, 16th place would go over to Florida. Then we would have southern, no, not India, Italy. 18th would go over to Moldova. 19th would be. Actually, there would probably be another huge gap right around this point. 19th would be probably Finland or like northern Sweden all the way up there. Northern, nope, northern Sweden. 18th place, no, 20th would be, ooh, um, it's kind of difficult what to say right around this point. I want to say Hungary, 21st would probably be Pakistan or something like that. Pakistan, 22nd. Where could we? Okay, right there. Squeeze it in. 22nd would probably be southern China. 23rd, Western Australia. I believe that's how you spell their name or the country name. And then we move over here. It's a little bit. I know, but like over here, over there, it's a little bit difficult for y'all to see. And if I just, yeah, India, it kind of the Indian Ocean kind of works out well for it because like you can still see it without obstructing the view mostly. 24th. You got Pakistan, stuff like that. Probably Tibet. 25th. 25th. Ooh. Thank you. We probably have southern India. Even though they have like such a massive colony in the Southern Americans region, they don't really have that much strength. Um, and then we would have the Bosnia slash Croatia. Boom. 27th. I'm probably just gonna go down to 30, so three more slots. Or could we like move it down over here? Oh, that's a little bit better. Oh, that's way better. Because you all can still see it and stuff like that. What if I like size it up? Nope. Nope. Probably be Congo. 28th. You know what? I don't know what INUCN is. You know what? Y'all choose the last two countries in this ranking because I've mostly chosen it. I want to give y'all some credit. Oh, that's what it is. Okay. Ultimate Custom Night. I would have to buy that game or download it off of a piracy website, and I kind of don't want to do that because illegal and stuff like that. Um, so we got these 28 countries. Zoom in a little bit for y'all. Y'all can choose what country can be in this last two parts of the list, but we've mostly got most of the countries in Europe, Asia, a little bit of Africa. And then we touched a little bit into the Oceanian and American region. Like by American, I mean like both the Americas. It's a little bit difficult for me to say which one would be in 28th or 29th. And then, oh wait, no, it's three actually, because I got 28th, one, 29th, two, and then the 30th, which would be three. So y'all can choose the last three. Because we got Nicaragua, Mexico, Yucatan, then we got that Alaskan nation, Greenland, Quebec, Ontario, um, what, Michigan. I don't know what to name that other one in America. You got Caribbean Republic. Oh, which one? Like Papua New Guinea, New Zealand, um, the purple Australia. We can go like say blue Australia, purple Australia, New Zealand. Yeah, there's three countries occupying Australia. Not that good. But we do have Green Australia on that list, and they're actually not that high on the list. Oh, New Zealand. Really? I guess their naval assets would be mostly protecting them. Can't spell. There we go. And then we got 29th. I would not survive Ultimate Custom Night. Uh-uh. Uh-uh. Get me out of there. I'm not gonna survive it. Mm-mm. Also, we don't really have any countries from South America on the list, so keep that in mind. We also don't have Mongolia, ooh, Purple Russia, Tanzania, even Ivory Coast, Liberia, and then Guinea. Or like West Africa, that could be one. Or like Red France, Galicia, Spain, and then uh Portugal. Because Iberia and Spain are going to be the same country, which is this little country right there. Yes, same. I would be dead before I stepped a single little toe in the pizza place. Uh maybe even like some of these other nations over here. I did. I would also die in the parking lot. I'm gonna say Caribbean. I forgot how to spell Caribbean. I do like both game. It's just right now Roblox is getting a little bit difficult for me to like because of what has been happening for Roblox. But Minecraft, I'll play with mods or like shaders or something like that. Because I got a pretty beefy computer. Though there will be another live stream coming out soon, probably next week or after I have dinner, which is coming in like 4 hours. We need one last nation for this. We need one more. One more. Come on. We got this entire list. Though we could probably expand it to 40, maybe. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Yeah, we can extend it to 40. But by that point, I feel like that's so over exerted by that point. So yeah, yeah. Um, I gotta play with like middle of the shaders for that. My computer cannot handle the extreme version. Like it's still pretty beefy for how many games are on this computer though. I want to say like Peru is in 30th place for like the South American region, which kind of makes sense in my head. Um. I put it in the description. What if civilization started over in Europe? Because from what I've seen, they've mostly been starting them off in the Arabian Peninsula or like in the African territories. Yeah, so that's why this entire series kind of started off because I wanted to start off something new or like something new in my opinion. And we're on episode 23. That's gonna be the new one coming out soon. Cause like if I just like pull up my YouTube channel, like here y'all go. This is my YouTube channel. The we have episode 22, so the new one's supposed to be coming out is gonna be 23. So yeah, there's all of that. But I still need to know what number 30 should be. I think Blue Australia would be a good fit for it. Hello. I'm gonna start off a poll. Start a poll. Which should be in 30th place? Blue Australia. Um, Blue Peru. Mongolia. I don't think we got Iberia in here yet. And there. I'm gonna start the poll. Okay, there we go. Yes, yes, that's what it is. That's what if civilization started in Europe? Yes. Because I didn't want it to be like too similar to Atis Pro or Ender R. Because I didn't want it to be too close for that. So yeah, that's kind of why I chose that. I'm trying to think of what else I could talk about for this because we've already been going for like 50 minutes already. Kind of crazy, in my opinion, how time passes by so fast. Oh, Purple Chile would have been a good idea because I believe they went to war, if I'm not wrong, I believe. But we got Hungary, Romania, Bosnia, Southern Italy. Oh, Red France. Could have done that, but didn't. Um, I don't know what else. Are y'all sure y'all want it to be Blue Australia? I would have to create a new entire stream for that, but I could. I could go to a different game because I also have something else in mind coming in soon. I gotta pull this away. Come on, load. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and end the poll. Blue Ost, great. Uh, blue. Okay, there we go. And I'm just gonna create an entire new layer for this. Rankings. I was kind of thinking Roblox should come in soon, but not yet. Yeah, I can do it again soon. But I have a different video coming out soon, and I think y'all would enjoy that one more because it's gone on about like a sandbox video game. It's not gonna be like Minecraft or something like that. Though that would be a good game to be on because it's like going downhill for some reason. I believe it's like for the new update, like trash update or something like that. But yeah, I got a different thing planned. It's called like City Skylines. Yes, that's what it's called. It's the second one. I don't know if y'all heard of it or not, but like it's a game where it's on Steam where you have to grow your city and stuff like that. This is not a sponsor. This is not. I'm just saying because like I haven't really played the game much. I did play last night, but like still, I'm still pretty new to it. Uh, Boom. Okay, there we go. That all of that is filled out. Oh, some of the islands are gone, but oh well. What are you gonna do? Oh well, but this is the rankings that we have, and we're gonna go to a little bit more of a comparison thing. But this is what we have for everything. These are all the rankings. Favorite dinosaur? Stegosaurus. Definitely Stegosaurus. It's hard to say what would be the favorite animal because I'm a dog and cat person. I like both of those animals. But other than that, ooh, this is a difficult one. Also, we're going to a different version of the map. This is World War I map. But it's definitely difficult to say what my favorite animal is. Definitely difficult to say. But oh, I want to say like still You know what? Can I choose two, or can it only be one? Oh, thank you, thank you. But this is the game I was talking about earlier, City Skylines. I played it only for 5.3 hours. Haven't unlocked a single achievement yet. Uh huh. But all the way over here, this is what all the colonies used to look like. Especially for Greece, they've changed a whole lot. Like, this is what they used to look like, and then we compare it to now. Oh, no. There we go. All the highlighted versions of what this is, I'm just gonna choose white real quick. This is what Greece used to look like. They've definitely grown, because, like, all the way up there has definitely changed. Stuff like that. All the way over here definitely has changed, because all of this region is mostly split up between Russia and stuff like that. They've even taken away quite a bit of land. No, no, we're not saving this version. No. Now you can save. Thank you. There we go. But this is definitely changed compared to the last several. Because most of these regions, all the way in the Africa areas, they're mostly controlled by they're mostly controlled by Egypt, even a little bit split up by Italy and France, even a little bit from Ethiopia and Poland. So there's definitely that. Taking away a lot of land from Saudi Arabia, I just realized. Even quite a bit of land from Iran too. Oh, Minecraft videos coming out like in 2 weeks. I can't say for sure, but they're definitely coming out soon. Don't worry. Okay, and after all, like all of the Greek expansion of this, we're gonna take a look at the religion layer. Oh, this is messy. Oh, this is messy. Messy, messy, messy. But this is what the religion layer looks like. Not a whole lot of things happening in Australia, but like Africa, Asia, Northern Europe. Ooh, messy. I forgot what religion this was over here. I think that was like a separatist religion or whatever. But like, this is what it looks like. But again, don't worry about like Minecraft videos. That there might be like a playthrough or whatever, like a straight 100-day video or something like that. But yeah. But yeah, there's definitely stuff coming out soon for specific viewers, stuff like that. If they want to watch live streams, Roblox videos, Roblox live streams, Minecraft live streams. Yeah, there's quite a bit. But hmm, we've been live streaming for around an hour now. Um, there's not a whole lot for me to do now because it's mostly I'm not going to be editing any of this, so there is that. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoy it, and